Okay, Cag, where are we?
Well, we are at Silverton.
Silverton,
We are.
home of Mad Max, I believe.
Yes.
So, now we're at Silverton Jail, which is
there.
just behind us here.
It looks small, but it's not.
It looks tiny from the front, but it's much bigger on the inside.
Oh, yes.
And with lots of stuff to see as well.
Mm-hmm.
Now, they've been honest, haven't they?
Mm-hmm.
That
Yep.
we don't actually know if Silverton Jail is haunted.
Just doing the Aussie wave. So good.
But it is old and it was a prison. So we're going to go and find out.
Yeah, we are.
There's been a lot of death in the area because it is a mining area as well. So it's like I say, we don't always have to get something to do with the venue or the building. We could actually get something to do with the area.
Yeah.
And if nothing else, guys, you're going to hear some fascinating history.
And it's
So
a cool place.
it is. So let's go and have a look around. Going to see if anybody's home. Hello.
Oh, hello.
Hello.
Good evening.
How are you?
Hey, oh, welcome.
Now
to
this is Ross, I believe, and
yep.
you're going to show us around a little bit, aren't you?
Yes, I am.
Excellent.
So, welcome to the Silverton Jail.
Beautiful. Has anybody ever said they felt creeped out, or?
Yeah, we had a cleaner here about 20 years ago, and when she used to lock up in certain areas, she said it felt an uneasiness in the jail, but there was no bad things here to my knowledge. Only someone stole a horse, and mainly drunk and disorderly and so forth like that.
Yeah.
So just mean little things, because
Yeah.
it was only a short-term stay prison at the end of the day, because Broken Hill had built their own. So and this became a little stay for a little while, 24 hours, 48 hours, and Broken Hill took all the bad ones. So that's where they went.
Okay.
So.
And let's get right back to the basics. When did it open?
So 1889, and because the town was proclaimed Silverton, or Silvertown it was, and then Silverton in 1881, and then 1889 they built this complex because they had a wooden iron cell, which we have a replica more or less out the back, and that didn't hold very many people. So and unfortunately they changed them to pepper trees out the front. Oh. And inclement weather, bad luck. But some people from the colonies in them days obviously didn't like what they saw, and said, you will build a prison. So it cost £10,090 to build in a day, and it has four cells, 2 solitary confinement and 1 padded cell. So most people from the Petridge and all the big jails away, Bogger Road and all those have been here, and they said they must have lived in a lap of luxury here, because the jail's too big, and it is a huge complex.
Yeah.
It even had a hospital on the side of it as well in the compound.
Yeah.
So that allowed, but they attend to that hospital separately to here. They didn't come through the front door. They had their own side gate in the complex, and they allowed them to go into the hospital without interfering with the running of the prison.
Oh, so the hospital was used for
Patients, yeah.
So not just for the prisoners?
No.
Oh, okay. I thought the hospital was here just for the prisoners.
No. So the doctors and nurses come in through the side gate, and any other patients and so
So that would have seen a fair number of people come through.
Yeah. Well, there was 1,750 in the town, and it's a bit like the old American wild days, a frontier town.
Yeah.
That's where the train stopped to fill up with water, so they will build a town here while we're putting the water towers up and everything else, and that's how that all happened. And same thing here, they went so far, had to have water, so little towns propped up, or fettlers camps, so they all, some of them blew, some grew, and just some faded into the distance. But you had the mines in Broken Hill. They ended up building a police station there in 1892, and then they virtually that took over this, because the population, the last mine was stopped working here in 1892, so they had to go to Broken Hill to work. And then stayed here, boys. 1930 was a boys' reformatory at home at one stage, and about 1944 roughly it shut. So, that was the end of that. So, and it's the same as the railway. The railway used to come through here, which actually kept the town going. But when they put the new transcontinental line through back in the 70s, that cut Silverton off, dropped Silverton off, and of course that was the final straw, which meant the school shut as well. So everyone had to go into Broken Hill whether they liked it or not, unfortunately. But we'll
So
work
did you want to show us around? And
yeah, well, yeah. This a lot of kids get amused with that. They've never seen anything like that. And it's the old currency and so forth. And this is roughly how many years, sorry, it's only about a 4-year span here, that how many people they had in the jail. That's the only records we could find and get.
Right.
But, yeah.
So did any of the, I mean, have you had any deaths in the prison here?
No,
No,
not
none
in
at
here.
all. So what about the hospital?
Yeah, there's a few,
There would have been a few in the
records,
hospital.
few records of those.
Yeah.
And I showed you the sheet today, I think.
Yeah,
Had a look at those with all the different deaths in the jail, in the hospital itself. Yeah.
So if we found anything tonight, big if, because we have been honest about it,
Yeah.
it may not be to do with the jail anyway. It could be to do with the hospital.
Could be.
Yeah.
Could be.
Maybe that's what your cleaner was feeling.
Yeah, probably. There's some famous things around here. This is the Silverton room. This is where a lot of the people that lived in this town and their families.
Yeah.
So it was quite colourful history. All those people. But
And what would this have been used for in its original?
this was their living quarters.
Yeah.
This is where they all slept and worked on the job here, more or less. So no excuse for being late. You're at work, sunshine. Get out of bed.
So these this is deaths registered in the Silverton area. So it's quite
Whoops,
a
he
lot.
needs fixing. You finding work for me. This is room we call room 5. This is one of the actual one of the bedrooms. All the bedrooms had fireplaces in them.
So the troopers would be living here as well.
So yeah, well, this is what they call the living quarters.
Yeah. There's so much to see, isn't there?
Oh, we've lost count of the items.
You could spend hours in here.
In a lot of in the thousands.
Yeah.
It's probably one of the biggest, and probably one of the most comprehensive collections you'll probably get to look at. And there's a lot of it, and unfortunately, it all needs cleaning again. So if anyone wants to volunteer, they're quite welcome to come here, and I'll show them how to do it, because there's a lot that has to be done.
Yeah. So when it became the boys' school,
About 1930, it was still a police station.
it was still a police station. No.
Yeah.
So where would the boys have been?
I've got no idea where they put them, where they
I
were.
I was looking at the size of the cells, and it's
Yeah. Well, I mean, they probably wouldn't have had many prisons out here, because Broken Hill would have been doing the bulk of the work. And,
So is it a boys' school or a reformatory?
Reformatory.
So it was for the wayward boys, like Redruth was for the girls in
Yeah.
Borough? Yeah.
Right. These are the 4 cells. And we have to activate them, or if we're going in, this one's to do with churches and so forth.
So you've themed them.
You've been in there, one little light. So yeah, the Salvation Army, the Flying Padre. So they're the old cells. Apparently the old locking mechanisms here haven't really changed all that much over from prisons. They're all built
I've seen
still the
those
same.
before. I've never seen these type of hatches before.
Yeah.
Because the Adelaide Jail, obviously, we have the big square ones that come down.
Yeah. This is just a basic cell.
Ah, good.
And we don't have a mattress, of course, so don't play up, otherwise you'll have a bit of a rough night. That's one of the ball and chains, and there's some different stories. We're in the throes of actually just had some paint people have a look at this room.
Yeah.
Because the mould and that's come through the wall. Going to strip it back and repaint it. So,
Harriet. What's this one about?
Yeah, that's an interesting story, apparently.
Okay.
I haven't had the time to read that yet, but some people do. Very interesting, apparently. This is a scale level, scale model of one of the levels on the mine, and that's how the mine's sort of work with the square set timber and cages and all that sort of stuff. It's quite a valuable piece in itself. It would have cost them a pretty penny to make that.
Imagine.
We're now in the solitary confinement area, and this one has a lot of kiddies' paraphernalia and clothes and old bathing costumes, old worn bathing costumes and stuff years ago, and ladies' paraphernalia on them sites. I don't know what they call that stuff over there, but
Nightgowns,
nightgowns,
according to that.
And then a couple of the old nurse uniforms behind you, and the old bathing costumes and suits that they used to have many years ago. Yeah, so they're the solitary confinement cells. So, and this one here has the wedding dresses in it. We had an offer here about 6 months ago for a 1905 wedding dress, and we had to knock it back because I've got nowhere to put it.
Yeah.
And most of this stuff in here now would be that fragile, I wouldn't be game enough to touch it.
No.
Because it'll probably fall off the dummies. So, because some of it's very old.
I didn't know, but the hospital was used for the public.
Oh.
Because we assumed, because it was in the jail, didn't we? That
they come in the side, used to come in the side gate there.
So now you've got lots of deaths probably.
Wow. Yes.
In there.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
It's not many hospitals would be used for the public, I suppose, with it being
It probably was probably the only one at the time.
Yeah, exactly.
Because the other one was torn down in 1914 as it was surplus to requirements.
Right.
And that used to be up on the hill.
Right.
And they tore that one down. The Department of Public Works made a decision on that and tore it down.
Right.
So sadly, it would have been a magnificent building. Because I don't know any other. They wouldn't have had enough prisoners in here to justify having a hospital.
No, well that's what I thought. Why would you need such a big one? So did they use the padded cell? Ever have to?
No, well, don't know. Unfortunately, we don't have very many records. If any, we're very lucky to get anything actually, which is annoying. We got the original school bell here.
Right.
Yeah, that's really
Which
cool.
we tell the kids to ring as they go past.
You've got all your stuff set up, Keg?
Yeah, I've put on that piece of furniture down there.
Yeah.
I've actually put a piece of plastic down and put my equipment on it so it won't damage the wood.
That's all right.
It won't damage the wood anyway, but I just want to be respectful.
This was a nightmare because someone pulled all the stuff out and cleaned it.
Okay.
And didn't put it back together the way it was.
Oh no.
So some of our signs are not right. So people keep telling us that.
Oh, so they keep pulling you up on it.
Mate, that's something. So I said, well, I don't know. Marching girls were very big in Broken Hill. They had huge teams.
Yeah.
And bands or brass bands, some of the largest brass bands. And the Broken Hill bands actually put a memorial to the Titanic bandsman in the Sturt Park. And there's a big tall monument there to recognise them as going down with the ship.
Wow.
And I think there's several left in the world. There's not very many places that have a plaque or a statue or something to note that event.
They were very brave.
They were to keep
very brave. So this was the hospital room.
Yep.
Now this mark in the wall here next to the gutter.
All right, yeah.
That's where one of the supports for the fence that used to come out here and go across that wall over there.
Okay.
We separated the hospital from the prison.
Yeah, from the jail.
So they could gain access to this complex from that gate over there.
Okay, cool.
Yes, this has a lot of clocks and drawings and a lot of memorabilia. Remember the old redhead boxes, collections?
Okay, yeah.
Of all the different things. And this is the hospital wing. A lot of people don't like the kids looking in there because we've got to work on this one and get rid of him.
Oh, right, yeah.
This one here is.
Look at the bath.
We covered his eyes over because have a look at his eyes. Now that's the death bath.
Oh, okay. I'm thinking we're great bath.
No, that's where they put the bodies in.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right, so
That's
this.
really cool.
Yeah, it is
But have a
cool,
look
but.
at this, have a look at this little chap. That's why the kids run away
Oh
scared.
my god, I can understand that one. He's got a broken leg as well.
Wow.
So that's why we cover him up because the
He's got great eyes.
kids go crying and they don't like
Oh,
him. They
yeah,
don't like him
yeah,
at all.
little kids.
So we got some pneumatic one, so we're going to get rid of that one and fix that up and get rid of that problem over the Christmas break.
Yeah,
But what about one of
one
these?
of the old crutches, yeah.
Actually run around one of them things.
Yeah, no, right.
You have your arms right out there somewhere, you feel like you're flying. But yeah, so that's the old shock cradle.
Yeah. So, the boys' reformatory, when did that finish? When did that close down?
Don't really know because it just says around 1930.
Okay.
So records are very scarce.
Right.
We've tried, I think opposite 4 cells 3 and 4, you would have seen just required records. It took us a long time just to get those photocopies. And sadly, because that's what it is, they don't want to part with anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's very hard because we'd like to have, because it's a jail, we push it as a jail and it was part of Silverton's history and we'd like to have some records for
Yeah.
it.
So, what was its use after it shut down as a...
It turned up a number of families lived in it.
Okay.
Pudtonkin was one of them, Derek Meyer was another one.
Yeah.
There was a couple of others I can't think off the top of my head, but there's several families that lived in here.
Right.
It belongs to Crown Lands, New South Wales government. But back then, I don't know how they lived in it, how they worked around it, but they did. And then it became vacant, and then it was used as cowboys and Indians, war games. So things got smashed and things got torn out and whatever, and the roof iron, lead started disappearing and whatever. December 65, our then president, Mr. Pendergast, was reading his paper, and in there was an advertisement for a tender for £250 for the demolishment of the Silverton Gaol. So apparently he choked on his coffee and toast, and he grabbed a piece of paper and quickly scribbled a note, and that was to South Australia and New South Wales governments. But thankfully they were all on holidays, having their Christmas break, and the next year, in '66, they were granted the right to look after it.
Good. Well,
But anyway, thank you.
Thank you so
been a
much for
pleasure.
taking us around.
That's all right, mate. And like I said before, hope you score a point.
Well, it'd be nice. Well, I don't know, because you've just been doing a little bit of work, haven't you? You might have had a name come
I
through.
was within the padded cell, and when I put the equipment out, 2 of the cat balls went off twice, and then another piece of equipment went off, which is like a yes/no thing, that went off as well.
Okay.
And then I asked them if they've got the name Jake come through, so I don't know whether it was just a
Well,
coincidence.
that's my nickname is Jake.
Is it?
Oh, you're joking?
No.
Is it really?
Yeah. Jake after Rolf Harris.
Because it came through twice.
It came through twice.
Did it?
Yeah.
Off the
Well, that's
equipment.
spooky.
Is anybody with me tonight? Psst, to me, that sounded like Jake.
And we didn't know.
No, I didn't have a clue.
No.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Because I just said, it's probably just a random name, but I mean, Jake.
Yeah, Jake.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, my,
Maybe.
Jake the pig.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness gracious me. That is cool. Now, it could be a coincidence, but that's a really cool one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So there, yeah, so the boys gave me that nickname on a mine many years ago.
I had it all sorted out, Cag, so that we didn't have a whole lot of rubbish and now we could get to the important bits. But now, Cag's taken over my role.
Well, it's just...
I think we swapped bodies, didn't we?
We did. Oh my God.
Oh my God, I didn't even see that one.
Half of them.
Oh, that's you.
Should I put this round we can't see it, or do you want it somewhere we can see it?
Well, it's nice to look at it.
Right down here. Oh, somewhere. Oh, but in here. So the cal's in here.
Okay,
I've got the REM pod in there.
all right.
Oh. Ground was a little bit closer than I thought it was.
So now it's broken. This is why we can't have nice things.
It's been a tough day. Come on.
It has.
It's been a tough day. Oh, sugar. What we're going to do, we are going to do a little bit of investigation here, see if we get anything. If not, fair enough. If we do, bonus. All right. So just start off by calling out and introducing yourselves.
Why did you got my phone upside down, woman?
I know I did, yeah.
So when we call out, you're going to have to say, my name's Alison. And I'll say, my name's Cag. Because we've swapped roles here, haven't we?
Dear me. I just worked for Haunted Horizons far too long. I used to be a really sensible person with brains, intelligence.
Did you?
Well, maybe not that much, but at least I could remember things and I could do things. Now I'm just a walking thing.
All right, so let's do some investigating.
All right, so we're going to call out first. We're going to introduce ourselves. So if everybody's here, my name is Cag.
And my name's Alison.
I'd love it if you could talk to us tonight. We've got lots of different things for you to use. Now, they might seem a bit strange for you, but we have all these different lights, and all you have to do is go towards them and touch them, and they will light up and let us know where you are, because we can't see you. So, if there's anybody here, can you either do that, or you can make a noise for us. You can bang on something. Just let us know that you're here.
Is that you?
That wasn't me.
You heard that.
I did hear that. That was...
Oh, and again.
Is anybody here wants to talk to us? Any nurses, doctors? This lady next to me has got lots of issues. She needs as much help as she can get.
Calling the kettle black tonight, isn't it?
I know. I'm not going to talk about myself. So she needs lots of help. So if you could come and help her out for me, I'd be really grateful. And so would the rest of the Haunted Horizons staff.
It's like subtle moving around.
It is. It's weird.
Now, there is a guide here, Russ, and Russ is actually in the shop, which is all the way across the building, down the hallway.
Down two
In
hallways.
fact, yeah, I think he's having a little bit of a nod in the chair when I saw him. So it's not Russ, but it's almost like movement, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Bit weird. All right, shall we do a ghost box session? Oh, not a ghost box. Shall we do an EVP burst?
Yes.
Shall we? Let's do one. Let's do one.
That's what I'm here for.
It is. All right, so nobody here. I'm going to put this little box out with a little light on. If you wouldn't mind trying to answer our questions for us, please, we'd be really grateful. All right, so just putting that down there for you. If you don't mind talking into that, I'm just going to move back. All right, that was me. So if there's anybody here, can you try really hard to talk into there and let me know what your name is, please? Because my name's Cag. Is your name as strange as mine? Okay, do that score.
My name's Alison, and somebody gave a name earlier. The name Jake. Did you recognise the gentleman that was with us?
Did you hear that noise outside there? What did it sound like to you? Because that was weird.
I've got deafness in my ear.
Oh, you have gone that ear. Oh, it's gone yes.
What? Oh, the flux just went yes.
To me, it sounded like there was a couple of footsteps out there.
That's what I would have put it down as, but
Yeah, because you're deaf on that side, aren't you? So.
the side on this side, I'm not.
Okay, thank you for that. That's green for yes. If you do the other side, the red side, that's no.
Were you a patient here who had an accident? Or maybe he was sick? I'm just going to take my stomach then. Well, should we listen back and see whether it caught that noise that you were hearing?
Yeah, okay.
Instead of you just standing there staring off into space.
Well,
With your eyes open, pretending not to be asleep. You don't fool anybody, Kag.
no, I was awake. I was just listening to your excellent questions, man. I thought they were really good. They were so good that it actually stopped me in my tracks. Because my name's Cag. Is your name as strange as mine?
My name's Alison, and somebody gave a name earlier.
Did you hear that noise outside?
Did we get it?
What did it sound like to you?
I don't know who heard that.
Play it back.
Take it back. I don't know why I'm listening with a deaf ear. No, didn't catch it, guys, which is interesting because we heard it.
Let's try those. All right, so if there's anybody here, can you tell me how many ladies are in this building, please? How many living ladies?
It's footsteps.
That was footsteps.
That was footsteps outside.
Yeah.
Let's just make sure Russ isn't around. But he's not. I can see he's not. It's dark as well.
He wants to walk around without a torch.
That was just out here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
No, he wouldn't walk around. It's dark out there. Who is it who's walking around outside? What's your name?
Are you okay with us being here?
Eg's run out of medication. She needs some help. Can you help her?
Needs a lot of help.
I don't think anybody can help her, but... Come, money.
So we'd like to know, were you connected to the hospital, the jail, or the mines?
You're going to have to give us something clear, or we're going to have to move on.
So we're doing an essence.
Yeah.
We'll just do one in here.
And do you want me to go on the headphones, or you
Yeah, if you like.
give
Can
me...
you hear with your deaf ear? Do you want to give your deaf ear a go?
What did he say?
Pardon?
Alright, let's see if I can get any answers.
Anything? You got the voice recorder?
Oh, yes. Yes.
We've started doing that, haven't we?
Yeah. Oops. Now, Alison, can you hear me? I've got the bottle of Fika if you want it.
Wait.
Okay, what do you want me to wait for? Can you tell me why I have had to wait?
Hi.
Oh, hi there. Hello. How are you? Yeah, if you're here, that's great. Look, could you tell me whereabouts you are?
No.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a shame. I'd love to know where you are. Were you a miner that maybe used this hospital back in the day? I had somebody come out with a name earlier, knocking. I think there's some stuff going off outside. Came out with a...
He said believe.
Oh, did he? Believe what? Or believe in what? What do you want us to believe?
Oh, bad static.
So actually,
Why?
it's like you're telling it off. Naughty static.
It's not good.
No? Not good at all?
Oh, okay.
The reason being, if we get anything,
Yep.
when we put it up, people are going to say, oh, you said it, you did it.
Yeah,
So
you done
I
it.
always have a camera on us.
Yep.
So if we get anything, what's the picture?
It's not recorded, it's not recorded. Oh!
What was it?
Reminded me of how he was dressed. With like, because it looks like he's got a wig and stuff on. It reminded me of the court, which is across the road, isn't it?
Yes, yep.
Oh, it does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
And then basically it's just calling out, just seeing if anything will interact, if there's anything here.
Yeah.
All right, so if there is anybody here, my name's Alison.
My name's Cag.
My name's Ross.
We're not here to be disrespectful, or we just want to know if there is anybody here, whether you'd like to chat. Now, I can't see you and I can't hear you. I don't have that gift. But all these lights that you see on the floor, if you go close to them, you may be able to set them off. And that just means that, or even that one, you could do that one.
That's a bit creepy.
Your children.
Mm.
Like a little boy, doesn't it?
Mm.
You can, this one, you might be able to manipulate and make it into pictures. And then you can show us. But the lights would be a good start just to get our attention.
I suppose like any jail, there would have been children in here, wouldn't they?
Oh, yeah.
It was a boys'
Yeah.
reformatory.
Oh, yeah, because it was a
Yeah.
boys' reformatory as well.
At one stage, and there would have been tenants living here, people living here as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd imagine you would get children who've died in the hospital as well. If people were having accidents in the
Yeah,
old days,
That's right, they were. Yeah.
they'd have children in the hospital.
Actually, a lot of people died, younger people in Silverton itself.
Well,
Because of bad
pandemics,
water.
Yeah.
disease.
Yep.
You don't have to talk, you don't have to do anything. We don't mind. We'd like to. We thought we heard footsteps. By the way, did you come over to the hospital?
No.
Because we were sure you were outside because we put our head out and there's nobody there, but we heard footsteps.
No, it
So-
was up there.
And it was more than
looking for
once,
me.
wasn't it?
Yeah.
I was looking for me to the train, picnic
Yeah.
train stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
No, it was really weird. But then we looked outside and thought, and it's, it was really dark
Yeah.
out there as
Yeah.
well. So, come on, we'd love it if you could talk to us. If you could light up one of the lights, just let us know that you're here, or make a loud bang.
Is that natural?
Don't know.
Very, very well timed.
Very good.
And that's why it's always
Yeah.
nice to have people here that
Mm.
work here, because you know the sounds. But all right, let's just run with it. Let's say it was you. Thank you. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get a little box out.
What box do you want?
Voice recorder. So what we're going to do is, in my hand here, I have a little black box. And we're going to put this little black box on and put it down. And then we're going to ask questions. Maybe you'll be able to put your voice on here. And then we'll listen back and see if you said anything. I'm going to put that down in the doorway here. So you don't even have to come close to me, that was me. Because I'm motion activated.
Oh, yeah, yep.
So what I just did was... That's a mine.
That's a mine.
Isn't it?
That's a mine, isn't it?
Mm.
Wow. Okay, that's interesting.
Okay. We're hearing some sounds. We're not sure whether it's natural building or whether it is you knocking. Could we ask you to? Can you maybe put your voice on here and let us know, please?
All right. So, if there's anybody here, are there any other prison guards or prisoners in here that wants to talk to us? Just let us know who you are.
Just going to tag those footsteps of movement.
Okay.
Not telling you off, just so I know what it is. You got a question you'd like to ask?
I'd just like to, if someone was a miner or was working in the area, if you just talk to us, we'd be happy to listen.
Were you a man? A woman?
That was loud.
A child? I'll just tag, I just took a breath in. I reckon that taps and stuff would be building movement.
Just going to take a little
That
step
loud one was
forward.
interesting, but
It
whether
was.
the floorboard cracked.
Yeah, I think you can get the irons cooling down.
Yeah.
quickly.
Yeah.
Whether it's starting to contract. All right, we're just going to listen back. So if you have said anything, thank you. You've got a question you'd like to ask?
I'd just like to,
This is
someone
just
was a
about
miner or was working in the area, if you just talk to us, we'd be happy to listen.
Can I do Estes?
Yeah, shall
I
we?
haven't done that tonight properly. You want me to go on?
Yeah. There's actually a lantern down there that, if there is a miner here, you might look familiar to you. Just a funny colour.
I'll go down
without standing on the stuff.
Yeah. I'll let you have that. I'm going to stand down this way.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to explain.
Yeah.
What I'm doing.
So what Alston's going to do now? Do you want to sit down? Let me just move this chair. Look, and then you can come. I'll move over here. Then you're still in the camera.
Yep.
Cool. That's all right. So what we're going to do now?
Found the ball
Cat ball. She's found the ball.
and the music box.
She's found the music box. So what she's going to do now? She's going to put some headphone sets on. And she's going to listen to. It's like a broken radio. It's really loud.
Oh,
Am I allowed to sit on this chair?
Is she allowed to sit on that chair down there?
There's a little wooden wicker chair.
yeah, you should be right on that.
Should be?
Yeah.
Should be.
It should be. Yeah.
So she's not going to be able to hear what we're saying.
All right.
And we're going to whisper questions and we're going to see whether she can answer us.
Oh, okay.
All right. If you think of a question, you can ask out.
Okay, are you a miner? A labourer? A shearer?
Were you a prisoner or a prison guard? A policeman? Or even a boy from the reformatory? If you're any of those, you're more than welcome to talk to us. We'd love to hear from you.
I'm weak.
I'm weak.
I'm just going to turn over to Vox
Okay.
because it's not much coming out of that.
Oh, the light's here, this one here with the numbers on.
Yep.
So it had the blue light, it's a sudden cold change. A red light is a sudden warm change in temperature.
Oh, okay.
And the yellow was a change in air pressure. Thank you for that. Could you light those lights up again for us, please? Can you light those lights up? Is there anybody here that wants to talk? Marie. Is there a lady here called Marie that wants to talk to us?
Marie.
Mm.
Marie. Was you the cook at the jail?
Have a lot.
Have a lot. Was that her name?
Taylor.
Taylor. Sounds like a surname, doesn't it?
Mm,
Either
Taylor.
a job or a surname.
He's in here.
Who's in here?
Mm.
Can you tell us who it is?
Party of.
Hospital.
Oh, hospital. We've just been in the hospital.
Was you a nurse? Or a patient?
He was dizzy.
Oh, well, that's interesting. Hospital, and then
Mm.
he was dizzy. So did you look after him?
What job he was. But then it cut out.
What job did you do? Can you tell? Do you remember what job you did?
Bore.
Was that four or ball?
Oh.
Oh,
He thought.
okay. Well, we're talking about the hospital. Did you look after somebody, or were you the patient?
McLeod.
You alright?
Tom.
Tom.
Okay.
Dog.
Tom and dog. Tom, what did you used to do?
Boy.
So were you connected to the jail or the reformatory school?
To your right.
It's dark to my right. It's dark over there. Are you to our right?
We can't see you.
Hurt.
Oh, sorry about that.
It's what I want.
Okay. How did you get hurt? What happened to you? Can you tell us? Did you work in the mines? Because they would have had young children back in those days.
Mum.
Yeah, they did have children working in the mines under 12
Yeah.
year old.
That was last one was Mum. So,
Slowly.
did you miss your mum?
Sleep.
Oh, what was that lit up? There's a light down there lit up somehow. I don't know which one it was.
Door.
Did you work down the mines? Is that how you were hurt? There were a lot of people lost their lives down there.
Which?
You alright?
Yeah, there's just not an awful lot.
No, there's not an awful lot coming
Is it
through.
all random?
Yeah.
Yeah. Quiet. The hospital was more interesting.
There was some lights lit. Was it the tripwire that lit up? There was something along there lit up.
Yeah. I don't know because I had my eyes shut.
Okay.
So I don't know. It couldn't have been the lantern because you would have heard it. You
Yeah.
would have heard the REM pod.
Play with me.
Oh, it just said play with me.
Oh, did it?
Yeah.
Well, the problem is you weren't playing. Whoa, there goes another ball.
I'll give that one
This is
to
why
Ross
we
to sit
can't
on.
have nice things.
I'll just give
okay.
that for Ross
Because I
to
keep
sit on.
breaking it.
There we are. Do you want to sit back down a bit? Oops. All right, all good.
Thank you. Yep.
We can sit and play with you or play games. There's some balls down there if you want to play with the balls. Well, there was balls. If you can,
Until I kicked them all over the hallway.
if you can find those balls, you can play with them if you want to.
One might be in bits here. Where I trod on it. And then it's quieter in here, isn't it? Some interesting stuff at the hospital.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Crazy we are.
Well, you know.
Yes. We're known as the crazy ladies, I think.
Crazy aunties.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mine show, the mining,
That one was interesting.
that was interesting.
That
came
was very interesting. Yeah.
Children. Did you
Yeah.
have children down the mines here?
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
I always
12
thought,
years away.
because that boy picture came up,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
first up.
then the mine, after that. And I think the only thing that I heard down there was boy hurt.
Yeah.
Down the other
Also, he had red eyes, didn't he? Now,
Yes.
back in those days, they probably would have had,
Mm.
painful eyes with the dust and.
Yep.
Tired.
And now you feel, love.
Tired.
Tired.
Plus, I mean, if there is anybody here, this is probably all very strange.
I can't bend over and pick
Can't
it up.
bend
It's too
over?
far. It's too far down.
That's what comes of getting old. You get
Well, it's a
like
natural process that we can't
you get like that, don't you?
Oh, tell me.
Solitary.
I never took a pill till I turned 60, and when I turned 60 I got a pocket full of them.
How about I put that there? So you can keep an eye on it. Her name's Cag. She's listening for anything at all.
And that.
Anything at all that you might be able to say.
Can't quite make out what they're saying.
Is there a man here with us tonight? If you were in this room, you must have been very hard to handle. Been bad. Maybe you've just been drinking down the local pub. But a lot of people were put in here for drinking.
Who comes?
Here comes. Right, we'll run with it. Who's coming? Who's he? It may just be random, but we just run to see if it goes anywhere.
Something like initial?
What were your initials? You remember your name? Maybe we can look up in a record, see who you were.
Lots of male and female voices. I just can't make out what they're saying. And
As I say, it's always hard because we've only been here, what, 3 hours? 3 hours actually, well, 2.5 hours investigating,
Yeah.
which isn't very long really in the scheme of things. You can go weeks. You can go weeks at the jail without anything, and then suddenly, bam, something will happen.
Yep.
So I'll start to collect this stuff then.
Right. Make sure we got it right.
Oh!
Oh, you're joking.
Oh, camera's on.
Oh yeah, is it?
Yeah.
You just missed the equipment all going off.
Ross, the equipment's just gone off.
Yeah.
That lantern.
We want the lights out.
No, it's all
Oh
good.
no, that's all right. That'll be all right. If that was somebody, can you play with it again?
Typical, isn't it?
Typical when we're packing up and doing stuff.
Don't you know it's time to go home?
Yeah, the big lantern, which is halfway down, it plays music when it goes off.
Oh, okay.
It lights up and then plays music, and it's just gone off.
Can you just show Ross what it does, please? Can you light that lantern up again for me? Be really grateful.
Tease. Just a no.
That's okay, you can do that.
That was cool.
Yeah, it's the only time it's gone off.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the only piece of equipment that's gone off tonight.
The only one we've caught. Oh no, the flux went off.
Yeah, but
In the
that's about
hospital. Yeah.
it. It's just when you've packed everything down.
Typical.
So
All right, we're not paying attention again.
then we'll just have to ignore you now.
Go back to ignoring you again.
I'll go and grab it.
All right. It was like that last burst, wasn't it?
It was. Oh!
Again?
Yeah, it's not me.
It's doing it again.
Do it again.
Yeah.
You have to wait till I walk away.
It's every time you walk away.
Don't you want to talk to me?
Maybe it doesn't want you to walk away.
Probably don't.
Brings you back.
I'm here again.
You happy he's back? If you keep him here, then you've got to make the lantern go off. Otherwise he's going to walk off again.
Yes.
He can't stand here all night. You'd make him happy if you did. Are you just teasing us? Typical.
Are you going to set it off for me?
That's almost childlike as well, isn't it?
Mm.
It is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Playing games.
You're playing hide and seek, are you? Okay, I've got to go now. I've got to go and lock up.
At least we got it on video, so you'll see it on. You'll see it in.
Yeah.
It was recording when it was
Oh.
doing it. You'll get to see it on the video.
Good night. See you later.
All right, Cag, that's it for us.
Yeah, that was really cool though,
That was
wasn't
cool. That's Silverton Jail that we've done. What an amazing little place.
It is. It's really cool. But that's what I really like is the fact that it's the first time for us being there.
Yeah.
We're there for a fairly short time, but we still had things.
There was enough curious
Unusual things, yes.
A lot of the bangs, I think, was just building noise, which you get in all buildings as the temperature changes. But there was a couple of other curious things, which you will have watched by the time you see us saying this.
Yeah, I know.
We might even have
So I
found...
don't know why we're saying
I
it.
don't know either. We might even have found some other stuff while I watched back on the videos.
Which
so-
they would have already seen as well.
which you would have already seen by the time you get to
So
the
it's
end
a waste
here.
of time you saying that, wasn't it, really?
But no, we'd like to thank everybody at Silverton Jail because for allowing us in to do this
Yeah.
and to do it for you as well. So
And especially Ross.
and yeah,
Thank you.
thank you. Who's actually standing just
Yeah,
behind
just-
the camera
yeah, just
there,
coming up,
looking at his watch, going, "Isn't it time yet?"
yeah, no, come on,
No.
ladies, go. Yeah.
We're rabbiting on. But it's bigger than what looks, as I said, we've taken you around, but there's so much to look at. So do come and visit. Come
Yeah.
up to Silverton, Broken Hill. It is an amazing part of the country in the outback here. Come and see where Mad Max was filmed, Priscilla of the Desert. I think
Queen
that was
of the
it.
Desert.
Queen of the Desert. That's it. I'll get the title. And plenty more movies as well. Razorback.
Razorback.
There you go. Which was the other ones?
Waking Fright.
Ah, Waking Fright.
Working for, I don't know that one. I haven't watched that one.
No.
I know Razorback though. So definitely come out and see the place. All right, we're going to go. We've got a long drive through kangaroo country. So we are going to
A
go.
long drive. It's 20 minutes. Well, it's going to be longer because it's kangaroo country.
Yeah.
So
And we'll stop and look at the stars.
Yeah, we will.
All right, catch you next time, guys. Bye.
Bye. Do you know the name of the guy that's here today? The gentleman that's with us? Can you tell me his name, please? Or what do you call him? Did you hear anything? Alright, it could be my mind playing because I know what I'm listening for. I could have sworn it said Jake.